Welcome to the second part of chlorophyll, that is alterations of chlorophyll. So we will see one by one what reaction undergoes chlorophyll and what are the results. So first is enzymatic. So chlorophyllase is the only enzyme that can degrade the chlorophyll. Chlorophyllase is an esterase which catalyzes the cleavage of phytol from the chlorophyll and its magnesium free derivatives, which forms chlorophyllides and phosphorylates respectively. Its activity is limited to porphyrins with a carbomethoxy group at C10 and hydrogen at C7 and C8 position. We have already discussed the structure of chlorophyll in detail in the earlier video. The enzyme is active in solutions containing water, alcohol or acetone. In the presence of large amount of alcohol such as methanol or ethanol, the phytyl group is removed and the chlorophylide is esterified to form either methyl or ethyl chlorophyllide. This formation of chlorophyllide is not seen in the fresh leaves because the activation of chlorophylase enzyme need heat. So until the enzyme is heat activated by post harvest treatments, there is no chance of formation of chlorophyllides. The optimum temperature for chlorophyllase activity in vegetable ranges from 60 to 82.2 degrees Celsius. The enzyme activity decreases when the plant tissue is heated above 80 degrees Celsius and chlorophyllase loses its activity if it is heated to 100 degrees Celsius. So here you can see when chlorophyll is treated enzymatically or there is enzyme reaction on chlorophyll, there is removal of phytol chain which converts the chlorophyll into chlorophylline. On heating, it converts to phosphorylated by replacing or by eliminating magnesium atom. On further heating, carbomethoxy group is removed and it converts to pyrophosphorylated. On the second side, if we see, without the enzyme reaction, if the chlorophyll is heated, then the magnesium atom is eliminated and the chlorophyll converts to pheophytine. On further heat treatment given, carbomethoxy group is removed and pheophytine converts to pyrophosphytine. So same is given in heat and acid reaction. So chlorophyll derivatives formed during the heating or thermal process can be classified into two groups based on the presence or absence of the magnesium atom. So magnesium containing derivatives are green in color while magnesium free derivatives are olive brown in color. The magnesium atom which is present centrally in the chlorophyll atom is easily displaced by two hydrogen ion which results in the formation of olive brown pheophytine. So here you can see the chlorophyll converts to pheophytine which is a magnesium free derivative due to the action of acid and heat. So chlorophyll degradation in heated vegetable tissue is affected by pH also. In basic media, the chlorophyll is very stable, whereas in acidic medium it is unstable. So here the structure is given of chlorophyll, pheophytine and pyrophosphytine. Next is metallocomplex formation. The two hydrogen atoms within the tetrapyrrole nucleus of magnesium-free chlorophyll derivatives can be easily displaced by zinc or copper, which forms green metallocomplexes. The incorporation of this metal ion in the porphyrin ring is a bimolecular reaction. It means the attachment of metal ions to the pyrrole nitrogen atom followed by immediate and simultaneous removal of two hydrogen atoms. The phosphorylated in ethanol reacts 4 times faster with copper ion than does the pheophytine. A comparative study was done and it was seen that copper is chelated more rapidly than zinc. Copper complexes are detectable in puree even at the concentration of 1 to 2 ppm. In contrast, zinc complexes formed under similar condition does not occur in puree containing less than 25 ppm zinc. So when both are present, zinc and copper, formation of copper complexes dominates. The pH is also a major factor in the rate of complex formation. The increased pH of spinach puree from 4 to 8.5 resulted in 11-fold increase in the amount of zinc pyrophyophytin formation, and a decrease in complex formation occurs when the pH is raised to 10, because more higher or more basic pH leads to precipitation of the metal ions. These metallocomplexes are of interest because copper complexes, based on their stability under most conditions experienced in food processing, are used as colorant in European Economic Community. And this technology is not approved in US. A process that improves the green color of canned vegetable is based on the formation of zinc metallocomplexes. Next is allomerization. Now, chlorophyll oxidizes when they are dissolved in alcohol and other solvents and exposed to air. The process is referred as allomerization. It is associated with uptake of oxygen equimolar to the chlorophyll present. The products are blue-green in color. The products of allomerization have been identified as 10 hydroxychlorophylls and 10 methoxylactones. Next is photodegradation. So chlorophyll is well protected from the light and oxygen during photosynthesis because the presence of carotenoids and other lipids surrounding it. Once this production is lost because of plant senescence or pigment extraction or cell damage, the chlorophyll becomes susceptible to the photodegradation. And when these conditions prevail, the light and the oxygen present degrades the chlorophyll and bleaches it in irreversible manner. It is believed that photodegradation of chlorophylls result in opening of the tetrapyrrole ring and fragmentation into lower molecular weight compounds. The single oxygen and hydroxyl radicals are known to be produced during the exposure of chlorophylls or similar porphyrins to light in the presence of oxygen. Once formed, single oxygen or hydroxyl radicals will react further with the tetrapyrroles to form peroxides and more free radicals. Eventually, it leads to destruction of porphyrins and total loss of color. So, photodegradation irreversibly bleached the chlorophylls. Hence, this was all about the reactions and alteration of chlorophyll pigment. Thank you.